So we live. How y'all doing this morning? Okay, let me get this camera straight. It's Saturday, y'all. How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? Big shout out to my brother Casey. Big shout out to Liberty and Justice. I hope you're feeling extra strong today. Glad you're feeling better. Batty Lynn, Kendra Walker, Luigi. Who else we got up in the building? We got a lot of people up in here today. We got Mark Dorfman. That's right, y'all. It's Saturday. We live. It's time to get busy. We're not playing this morning. Okay, who else we got up in here? Uh-oh, y'all know who I'm about to say, right? Woo! Our sister that we also hope and pray that's doing very well this morning. None other than Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Rebecca, tell them about that shea butter, girl. Wonder why your boy be shined up, right? Now you know the secret. Okay, y'all, let's see where we at with it right now. Not yet. I gotta fix this audio. I don't hear anything. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Now I hear something. It gotta go for me to believe it. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Want to bless everybody that's in the chat as well as in the entire world. Thank God for another one. I want to really thank God for making us be able to be here today. We say that now and in Jesus' name, amen. That's right, you guys. It's time to get into it. I already know. It's almost time. I'm charged up. Y'all already know I'm ready to go. Let me add him. I'll splat him. I used to call myself Little Scrappy Doo. You know who that is, right? Scooby-Doo's little nephew. Let's go, y'all, because I'm ready to go. I know they're ready to go. Why? It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. It's Saturday, y'all. Smile. And we gonna wind it up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wind it up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know you feel the energy. Ooh, 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 ooh. 1, 2, 3. Y'all wanna try this morning? Maybe he wants to do it. Maybe he wanna rock with y'all. Let's see. What about it? No? Okay, one more time. Oh! Come on. And now it's fall outside. The nice, cool, crisp weather in the morning with the nice dry leaves with all the different colors and everything flying through, making us know it's time to get that nice extra sleep, that extra blanket. But also, you know what else we got to do? Bennett, 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 Bennett. Bennett, Bennett, Bennett. It's Saturday, y'all. Bennett, Bennett, Bennett. Boom, boom. I know you see me on the video. True, I know you heard me on the radio. True, but you still wasn't paying me no attention. Listening to what your girlfriends mention. He's a slut, he's a freak. Got a different girl every day of the week. It's true, not trying to put a crush on you, because I had to let you know that I got a crush on you. It's Saturday, y'all. Y'all know what we doing and why we turned up, because it's if pump that B. Saturday the 18th, that's right, y'all, 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. That's right, y'all. Open up the chat this morning. Hi, damn you. Thank you for coming to our bottom line. I am your host, Bugatti NYC. Let's have a great day. Let me fix this chat over here to see who in the building right now. They're like, yo, where's this fool getting all this energy from? I'm getting it from you. I'm getting it from you guys. I hope y'all had a great evening. Hope y'all slept well. Let me see who's up in the chat real quick. Who we got up in the building this morning? We got Batty Lynn. We got Liberty and Justice. I see Casey up in the building. Okay, who we got? We got Gail Carlisle up in the building. Luigi, how you doing, bro? Casey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Who that up there? That's Mark Dorfman chilling in the building. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Want to say thank you to the man upstairs because guess what? Even if you got a problem, gave you another day to get it right. I'm not going to hold it up. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. You guys stay on point. We're going to have a great dialogue. Do whatever you want to do in the chat. Just be respectful to everybody. Y'all know how we do. We have the #1 show between the 6 o'clock hour until we're done. That's how we get down over here. I got a fully loaded clip. And you know what I'm going to say right now, right? Let's get into these titles. Let's go, you guys. What do I have over here? I have Trump. Does Trump have the authority to take out Maduro? Yes, the Venezuelan Presidente Maduro is saying what's going on, Trump. You want some beef? Let's go. Do you guys think that he has the power? He's been doing a lot on the water. Guess what he says now? We're taking it to the land. Ooh, what do you guys think about that? Let's keep on moving forward. Also, we've got release conditions have been revealed for now. What y'all want to do? I'm about to come home in 50 months. I'm about to puff 50, yeah. 50 months, you guys. Sean P. Diddy Combs will be home in 50 months. Sounds like a long time, but it's really not when you consider he's done about, what, 13 to 18. He's going to get out with 90% of his time. So, yeah, Sean Diddy Combs is going to be home soon, guys. What do you guys think about that? 50 months, and he's about to be home on special conditions. We're going to figure out what those conditions are. Last but not least, in our heading, what do we have here? We've got a 101-year-old who shares her secrets to living a long time. Must see. You ain't got to tell me. I want to make it to 101. And if I got to watch Bugatti's NYC show called Our Bottom Line with the best co-host in the world, I do so just to get that information, right, you guys? It's time to get busy. It's time to get into it. Let's go, y'all. I'm excited. It's Saturday morning. Let's go. Let's stay on topic. Let me get you guys loaded up this morning with the first clip that we have. This is some protesters that's facing off with the police in Chicago at this ICE facility. Want you guys to see what's going on here because it's getting crazy. It's getting pretty crazy out there when it comes down to the ICE facilities, police, and the public. Clashes and scuffles continue at Chicago ICE facility. These are real clashes right here. Actual contact, pushing people down. So they're saying, who do you serve? Good morning, everybody. Come on in. We got a locked and loaded show this morning. Stay back. So I know you guys, I don't know if you saw this show yesterday, but as of yesterday, a judge that saw videos and contact like this basically said that if you're an ICE agent and you're coming into contact with the public, and if you have a camera, you must turn it on while you're interacting. That's if you have a camera. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to keep on doubling down. Got to stack this deck this morning. Let's get to President Trump, who basically spoke to reporters who asked him point blank about what we have in the title here, because we're getting right to it. Do you have the authority to take out Maduro? Let's get into it, you guys. Let's see what he says.
Curious, why did you authorize the CIA to go into Venezuela? And is there more information you can share about these strikes on the alleged...
Well, I can't do that, but I authorized for two reasons, really. Number one, they have emptied their prisons into the United States of America. They came in through the, they came in through the border. They came in because we had an open border policy. And as soon as I heard that, I said, a lot of these countries, they're not the only country, but they're the worst abuser. And they've entered they've allowed thousands and thousands of prisoners, mental institution, people from mental institutions, insane asylums, emptied out into the United States. We're bringing them back, but that's a really bad, and they did it at a level that probably not, many countries have done it, but not like Venezuela. They were down and dirty. And the other thing are drugs. We have a lot of drugs coming in from Venezuela. And a lot of the Venezuelan drugs come in through the sea, so you get to see that. But we're going to stop them by land also.
Does the CIA have authority to take out Maduro?
Oh, I don't want to answer a question like that. That's a ridiculous question for me to be given. Not really a ridiculous question, but wouldn't it be a ridiculous question for me to answer? But I think Venezuela is feeling heat, but I think a lot of other countries are feeling heat too. We're not going to let this country, our country, be ruined because other people want to drop, as you say, their worst. They have given us their worst. They've loaded up our country with prisoners, with mentally ill people that are seriously ill, criminally ill, and we're not going to take it. And so, I mean, it's just one of those things. And I can tell you, we've taken care of the sea. There's nobody, and we're watching. We're watching. And if we see it, we'll save it. Yeah, please.
Actually, there's more to this right here. Let me see. Let me just check this out for a minute.
Amazing.
This morning, President Trump considering U.S. strikes on Venezuelan soil to combat drug cartels.
Well, I don't want to tell you exactly, but we are certainly looking at land now because we've got the sea very well under control.
The president also escalating U.S. operations against Venezuela's authoritarian leader, Nicolas Maduro. Trump confirming he's authorized covert CIA action in the country. But when asked if the agency has the authority to take out Maduro, Trump non-committal.
But I think Venezuela is feeling heat.
In a statement overnight, Venezuela accusing Trump of trying to legitimize a regime change operation to access the country's oil resources, saying they would bring up the matter at the UN Security Council today. It comes after the U.S. carried out its fifth deadly strike on an alleged drug boat off the coast of Venezuela. Trump posting this video on social media, saying 6 male narco-terrorists aboard the vessel were killed in the strike. Damn. The Trump administration's operation in the Caribbean first began in early September and has drawn fierce condemnation from Democratic lawmakers who say the strikes risk getting the U.S. into a full-fledged war.
There's lots of people who've been designated terrorists. That does not automatically give the authority to take lethal action.
Asked why he's striking the boats instead of using traditional Coast Guard operations where officers can verify who is on the boat, Trump saying the Coast Guard boats are too slow.
They have faster boats. Some of these boats are seriously, I mean, they're world-class speedboats, but they're not faster than missiles.
So far, the administration has provided limited details and no evidence to prove that the 27 people killed were attempting to traffic drugs to the U.S. as they claim.
Yep, just wanted to make sure that we thoroughly covered that aspect right there so you guys can know what we're doing this morning. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. We're going to stay in Capitol Hill to one of your favorite politicians, one of your favorite people that's been running the country for a long time and getting paid or for the fat of her job. None other than who? Nancy Pelosi, as she snaps on this reporter for asking about Capitol riot that she said, shut up. Nancy went off on this one, you guys. You got to see this. She must have really asked her a question that rubbed her the wrong way. Do you feel the question that she asked when she touched? Did it rub her the wrong way? Watch this, y'all. It's crazy right here.
Congresswoman Pelosi, are you at all concerned that the new January 6th committee will find you liable for that day? Are you at all concerned about the new January 6th committee finding you liable for that day? Why did you refuse the National Guard on January 6th?
Shut up. I did not refuse the National Guard. The president didn't send it. Why are you coming here with Republican talking points as if you're a serious journalist?
The American people want to know. We still have questions. Thank you.
We have responsibility, Terry. We did not have any accountability for what was going on there, and we should have. This is ridiculous. You're going to ask me in the middle of the thing when they've already breached the inaugural stuff should we call the Capitol Police? I mean, the National Guard? Why weren't the National Guard there to begin with?
They thought that they had sufficient
There's
resources.
not a question of how they don't know. They clearly didn't know, and I take responsibility for not having them just prepare for more.
Congresswoman Pelosi, are you at all concerned that the new January 6th committee will find you liable for that day? Are you at all concerned about the new January 6th committee finding you liable for that day?
Oh, that's why she
Why
started
did you
going up.
refuse the National Guard
She started
on
saying
January
stuff
6th?
like that. Oh, now I get it.
Shut up. I did not refuse the National Guard. The president didn't send it. Why are you coming here with Republican talking points?
Whoa. Yeah, Nancy went off on that. What do you guys think about this in the comments? As you can see, I played both sides. I let both sides play. Your boy's being non-partial over here, letting everybody get their points out. Do your boy a favor and double tap the screen and get those likes up if you appreciate the content. She went off, right? Look, she mad. Shut up. But she got mask in 2025. Hit those likes, guys. Didn't she refuse help? Yup. She said, shut up. That's why I'm glad y'all saw that. Let's keep on going. Oh, God, we got to talk about Mom Dummy. Oh, why did you translate it to Mom Dummy? See, Apple be on some stuff right there. Under these new laws that's going on in New York, there's a mayoral debate, yes, against Mom Dummy, Curtis Sliwa, and who's that, Cuomo? I've already told you guys who's going to be the president of, who's going to be the mayor. And it sucks kind of, but, whatever. It kind of sucks, but whatever. Matter of fact, nah, we ain't got to do that. Let's get it over into this John Bolton information. Forget about that that Mom Dummy crap. I want to get into this John Bolton information because he surrendered at a federal court after he was indicted. This was a few hours ago. Check this out, you guys. I want you to see what happened here. Okay, where's my cursor at? There you go. Let's go.
Former Trump advisor John Bolton surrendered this morning at the U.S. District Courthouse in Maryland. Bolton faces 18 federal counts in the classified documents case. David Spunt is live from Greenbelt, Maryland on this for us this morning. Hi, David.
Hi, Sandra. He surrendered about 45 minutes ago. I asked him if he had any comment. He put out a lengthy one last night. We'll get to part of that in just a minute, but he said nothing as we have this video of him walking in the courthouse just shortly after his attorney, Abby Lowell. Right now he's being processed. We're told that he will make an initial appearance at some point here in the next couple of hours here in Greenbelt, Maryland. He is facing 18 counts in this indictment after a grand jury met yesterday. The charges of not only keeping top secret info, but sharing it with family members. The DOJ says he sent diary-like entries about his workdays at the White House and shared information classified to the top secret SCI level, the most sensitive, shared them on messaging apps and personal email accounts with those family members. President Trump reacted in real time from the Oval Office yesterday to the indictment.
I think he's a bad guy. Yeah, he's a bad guy. It's too bad, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, right? That's the way it goes.
We were there as FBI agents raided both the Maryland home of Bolton and the D.C. office at the end of August. His attorney, Abby Lowell, said many of these classified documents were cleared for use while he wrote his book. Bolton noted the prior DOJ did not charge him, though Fox is told he was investigated under the Biden DOJ. Bolton said in a statement of his former boss, Donald Trump, quote, "Now I have become the latest target in weaponizing the Justice Department to charge those he deems to be his enemies with charges that were declined before or distort the facts," end quote. And here's an interesting soundbite from Bolton in 2023 responding to a question about classified documents found in the possession of both then former President Trump and then President Biden. Watch this.
And it sets a bad example for the thousands of other people in the federal bureaucracy who have security clearances, because if the people at the top can be casual about it and then get away with it, that is not a good lesson to teach.
So how you gonna be sending stuff on a Yahoo account, Gmail account, sending stuff to your family and sharing information with them? It's one thing if he said, I was just keeping the stuff for myself to write my book. Why are you emailing stuff to people, to your family members? Top secret information. Yeah, okay, I think he might be getting in trouble, y'all. Might be seeing him getting locked up and going to Club Fed. Keep on moving forward, y'all. Chicago. Watch this future Chicago activist. She's gonna blast Brandon Johnson. Oh my God. And she asked the President Donald Trump for more help to fight against crime. This lady right here, oh yeah, I like this one right here. She got busy. Wait a minute. I got that Mom Dami thing. We're gonna get that after this.
We're asking President Trump that you send us help. We need help because this is unconstitutional. The very people he told to stand down while illegal aliens and terrorists were attacking federal officers, he turned around, used those same very police officers on the residents of Chicago, the Americans. This is what this dictator did. This is what this poor excuse of a mayor did to the real residents of Chicago, the ones who built this city. We will not back down. And we're speaking on behalf of all the residents of Chicago, the true Chicago residents, the ones that have been ignored, all the Brandon bodies, the 59 of them, where he took shots, Father, from in our community. We're speaking on behalf of all the mothers and families that lost their children, lost their family members, and all he gave us was crime is down. Why he walk around with 150 police details protecting him and his family, spending millions of dollars of our tax dollars on the police resources, while our communities are underfunded with police officers. We're speaking on behalf of all the residents that have been ignored, all the citizens that are losing homes while he actively paid for illegal alien gang members to take over residents and buildings in our community. We're speaking on behalf of the forgotten residents of Chicago. President Trump, we implore you. Pal Bondi, we implore you. The beautiful black ladies you've been speaking about, say our name. Chicago flips red. We're fighting. We will save our city and our country. And these dictators.
Thank you very much for your comment.
Yo, whew, I'm talking about she went off from the time she started. Had to show y'all that one. But what y'all think about that? Come on, let me get some for Chicago. Let me know, because that's an actual resident. And how we say it around here, we like to get it from the people that actually are on the land or actually been in that situation. What do you guys think about that right there? She's 100%. When classified documents get out, this is always the Marines' fault. They are the guards, okay? What do you got? Always vote red, always. You got another one. That's why I agree with Trump. Send the military. That's our taxpayers. Pay to clean. Okay, FAX. Casey just said facts. Good morning. Okay. She's blaming the mayor. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, you got Bernadette Ash that says, you tell them, lady, let her speak. That's what you need. She has a lot of passion. She loves the city. Good morning, Demonetized. Clean up the hole. Chicago sounds safe. Ha, ha, ha. Good morning, Baltimore. That's right. You guys, we got to keep on moving forward, because what we doing right now, she blasted him crazy. We going over to England. Guess who just lost all his accolades? Doom, 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 doom. He had to give up his royal titles and all of his stuff because of the scandals. None other than, that's right, y'all, Prince Andrew. Oh my God, my bad. Andrew. Can't call him Prince anymore. All right, y'all. He's going to be the artist formerly known as Prince Andrew right about now. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go.
Britain's Prince Andrew says he's giving up his royal titles, including Duke of York, pardon me. He says he has discussed the matter with King Charles. He's denying the accusations against him. Let's get straight to our royal correspondent, Max Foster. Max, what more do we know? What does the statement say?
Well, he hasn't technically given up his titles, but we'll come to that in a moment. I know why you're saying it. But this is after consultations with the King, other members of the royal family, also with Prince William, of course. I'm told that the King is glad of the outcome, so read into that what you will. The decision, I've been told, was taken in recognition of the fact that the Prince's personal issues continue to be an unwelcome distraction from the work of the wider royal family. Read into that, Issa. his associations with Epstein and how they kept on blowing up. I think one of the most damning things that happened most recently was a couple of British newspapers had an email from Prince Andrew to Epstein, which was dated after the date where he said he had broken all contact with Epstein. So we were expecting more revelations to come out of all these Epstein files. Maybe there's going to be more. It's just become too much of a distraction for the royal family. In terms of what it means that there are the titles that he has, he's agreed to no longer use. They haven't been taken from him. So Duke of York, he's no longer going to use that title, and there are various other titles that he has and honours. He's no longer going to use them, but they haven't been actually taken away. This was the quickest and cleanest way of doing it, frankly, because taking away Duke of York would need an Act of Parliament. So this is just a swift solution, I think, for the royal family to get away from this scandal. And Prince Andrew has agreed to it all. He is, Issa, still Prince Andrew. That title's never going to be taken away because he was born with that title, being the son and the grandson of a monarch. So he,
like somebody in the comments said, I guess they're right. You're actually right. Whoever said now he's just the Dookie of York, you're correct. Now he's just the Dookie. So he's not the Duke. He's not the Duke of anything anymore. You can call him the Dookie because that's like the worst of. Yeah, he's still the prince, like they said, because he was born as the prince. But you're a Duke of nothing. So I guess you can be considered the Dookie. Whoever said that in the comments, you're totally correct. And it's hilarious as hell. Because you know I like laughing. Oh my God, let's go get on over to Ukraine, where President Trump decides if he wants to give Putin those tomahawks to assist with the Russian-Ukraine situation that's going on right now. All right, y'all, double tap that screen to get those likes up. It's Saturday morning. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to do that. It's more important. I'll come back to that one. I'm going to catch it. I'll get it up there. I'll get it up there.
President Trump will host Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky today at the White House as he considers whether or not to give the war-torn country Tomahawk missiles ahead of his meeting with Vladimir Putin.
The Dookie of nothing. Oh
we need Tomahawks for the United States of America, too. We have a lot of them, but we need them. I mean, we can't deplete for our country. So, you know, they're very vital. They're very powerful.
Joining us now is Fox News contributor and former CIA station chief in Moscow, Dan Hoffman. Dan, let's start with Putin and Trump meeting. What is Putin's play here? Is this another stall tactic, yet another stall tactic, or is Putin really starting to finally feel the impact of the declining Russia economy on his ability to fight?
You're going to have a problem.
Yeah, I definitely see this more as a stall tactic. There's no indication that Vladimir Putin wants to pursue peace. And in fact, what I think that scares him the most is that the United States historically has been the arsenal for democracy. And what Putin wants to do is ensure that as little military assistance to Ukraine is provided from the United States as possible. And that's why Putin has proposed this summit in Budapest, of all places. Putin is an indicted war criminal, and he'll be traveling to a NATO member country for this meeting, and he hopes to delay the provision of those long-range missiles, which could target Russia's launch sites for the artillery that Russia has been using to strike Ukraine's infrastructure and innocent civilians.
Yeah.
I think he's going to give them to him. He's going to give him those tomahawks. The only thing that Trump going to do, y'all know what he's going to do. He's going to make them pay for them. We'll sell them to you. I'm a businessman at the end of the day. How many of you guys agree with me? He is not giving them to him. He said, yeah, you know what? We'll sell them to you. How about that? This way we can make some more. Keep on moving forward, you guys. I want to get this mom zombie under fire first situation going on here with this debate.
Well, the numbers are in, and take a look at them. A brand new Fox News poll shows 52% of likely voters support Zoran Mamdani more than both rivals, Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Lewa combined. But both of them hope to put a dent in his support by asking how exactly Mamdani wants to...
And this is what I told you guys in the beginning of all of this crap. I said it's going to be the Costanza effect. Because I do not want this fool to be our mayor. But in some cases... George Costanza effect just happens to pop out. And when the Costanza effect happens, if any of you guys ever watched Seinfeld before, you know what I'm talking about. If it's a Costanza, you know what I mean when I say the Costanza effect.
pay for all his free stuff as the socialist pursues his progressive agenda. Watch this.
Zoran, boy, your fantasies are never going to come about in terms of funding everything you want that's going to be free. It's a fantasy.
The Assemblyman's whole plan is based on a myth. That could never happen.
Andrew Cuomo thinks it's all right to spend $60 million to fund his legal defense from accusations of more than a dozen women of sexual harassment.
Here to discuss the mayoral race is our New York voter panel. First, Denise Cohen is the founder of the Rational.
No. I'm sorry. We're not going to do it. It's a great panel. Thank you guys for that information. What we're going to do is keep on moving forward. I don't like to stay in one city, little campaign situation for too long. All I'm just going to tell you guys is it's about to be HELL hockey sticks when that man starts to take over the city and those budgets gets cut and he tries to start taking money from all of the rich. Then they start leaving the city. Boy, I don't know what's going to happen to my city, and I pray that it don't get no worse than it is right now. But like I said before, the Costanza effect. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. I really appreciate it. You see what I got coming up against me? I got to get as much people behind me as I can before I get the HELL hockey sticks out of New York. So do your boy a favor, double tap that screen, hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on, which is every day at 6 o'clock until we're done. Also, if you appreciate the content, hit that like button and let other people know that we're over here. That's it. That's all you got to do, and that's all I appreciate. We got to get on over to the Coast Guard as they seize over 100,000 pounds of, I can feel it, in an operation called Pacific Viper. Oh yeah, we're going to get to one of those in a minute too. Let's go. Let's get on this. What's this? Pacific Viper. That's what they call this operation. Coast Guard seizes over 100,000 pounds of that, that white stuff. Yeah, on October 14th, the U.S. Coast Guard announced that they had intercepted over 100,000 pounds of the cocaine in the East Pacific Ocean. This comes as a result of Operation Pacific Viper, which has mobilized military operations to stop cartels and criminal. I can't catch all that. It's too fast. And that's what they're doing. Y'all already know what's going on with this. But I guess this one solely, they found a ship which had about that much on it, and that's where they got it from, the 100,000 pounds, as they were like, guess taking people off. You guys saw part of this video earlier, saw all the loads that they're trying to haul, all of that right there. Yeah. Look at all of that. It's a lot going on the waters. I know you guys are expecting audio, but there wasn't. I'm just showing you some active video, and the 100,000. That's a lot of weight taken off the streets. A lot of people are actually angry about that, I'm sure. We got to get on over to I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm king of the hill. Yeah, we're going over to New York where I'm at right now. We got these release conditions for told you we getting into it this morning. Let's see what's going to go down with our boy P. Diddy, with your boy P. Diddy's release conditions.
New court documents detailing the strict conditions for Sean Diddy Combs following his prison sentence. The disgraced music mogul will be under a supervised release for 5 years after he gets out from behind bars. The requirements include mandatory participation in a domestic violence program.
He also won't be allowed to contact any of the victims in the case or, quote, encourage anyone else to contact them. This all comes as Diddy is currently serving a 4-year prison sentence at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. NBC News legal analyst Angela Senadella joins us now. Angela, good to have you here on set. So what else are we learning about the conditions of Sean Combs' release? And is this all pretty par for the course, pretty standard?
Yeah, so look, a lot of these conditions sound pretty harsh, but they're pretty standard. Things, as you mentioned, like no contact with victims, also no contact with other criminals, no access to firearms, also unsupervised or visits, drop-in visits from probation officers at any time, mandatory employment. So many of these are standard. But what I do think is notable is the addition of required treatment programs. And it's not just one, right? It is domestic violence, but also drug abuse and also mental health. The reason why it's so notable is because We all remember the defense described this as a modern love story. And even though Combs was acquitted of the most egregious charges, it's really a message from the court saying there's really still something that is not right here. There's treatment that is required. There's issues that need to be resolved.
Can you tell us a little bit about his living conditions? Because I know that he's currently in Brooklyn, but he's actually asked to be moved to a federal facility. Why? What would that do to his living conditions?
Okay, so very specifically, he's requesting to be moved to Fort Dix, to a low security prison. So that would very much ameliorate, improve his living conditions from where he is in Brooklyn. So this low security prison is more like a dorm-like setting and also has a specific drug abuse treatment program that he's requesting to be a part of. And sometimes people who go through this program successfully can get time off at the end.
Well, Angela, we also know that Diddy is going to be required to work 30 hours a week upon his release. Do we know if that's like, he can just do whatever he wants? He's the owner, obviously, of a company, CEO.
Basically.
Or is this something that the state or the courts are going to mandate?
So this is interesting. It is pretty standard, and the legal language is work conscientiously at suitable employment. So it doesn't mean that the government can tell him what job to do, but it does mean that the probation officer can veto what he chooses. And the real point here is access and rehabilitation and not a lot of free time, requiring structure. So given that his employment is generally self-employment and a lot of free time, it's not clear here how the probation officer will respond to that, what sort of restrictions they will put. But yeah, the probation officer can say, this is not okay, too much free time on your hands.
Angela, how often are these transfer requests approved?
So it's certainly case by case. It's not something that happens all the time, and the court would look at a lot of things, like, for example, what sort of risk does he pose? What sort of risk exists at that center? And really the goal here is whether or not he will be rehabilitated enough in a low security setting, or if something more higher security is required.
When are we expect?
Some people are saying that it's not just with women. They're just saying this with everybody, that they were saying like, yeah, your boy is just a gangster. Not even with just women. You need to send him that anger management class for everything. But I don't know what the deal is. I never had no interactions with the brother. Only one interaction one time. I had my business card. I was handing it to somebody at the Hip Hop Has Heart event in the back of the, what was that, the Hammerstein Ballroom. Had one business card left, and I'm handing it to somebody. As I hand it, this guy walks by, snatches my business card, and keeps on walking. I'm like, yo, who the hell was that? He turns around, and it's P. Diddy. And he's like, oh, you work at academics. Okay, cool. Kept on walking. I was like, oh, shit. That was my only interaction ever with P. Diddy. So, yeah, everybody talking about P. Diddy, P. Diddy, P. Diddy. Only walked past me one time and snatched a business card out of my hand. That's the only interaction that I ever had. Let's get on over to Los Angeles, where we may know who was driving David's Tesla last before Celeste's body was found in that Tesla. Keep on moving forward. I told you we had a locked and loaded clip this morning. Not only, we're not playing around. Let's go.
Somebody put a dead or soon-to-be dead teenage runaway in the trunk of her boyfriend's Tesla and ditched that Tesla on an upscale street in the Hollywood Hills. And weeks later, that Tesla with the rotting corpse inside was ticketed and towed away. That somebody may or may not have had a hand in the runaway's death, but my money is on yes. And more than a month after this mystery first hit the headlines with the discovery of the decomposing body of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the name of that somebody is as unknown to us officially as ever, but apparently not to everybody. The identity of the person who abandoned that Tesla, a filthy luxury car owned by the singer David, with David's 14-year-old girlfriend dead inside, is now known to investigators. And tonight, we're learning that both the car and driver were captured on surveillance video the last time that car was apparently driven by anyone.
Whoa.
Even better, we've learned the driver was visible enough in that footage to be identified later on. LA police are not talking about this or anything else in the Celeste death investigation. The bombshell video was unearthed by the private investigator hired by the owner of the house where David lived up until a couple of weeks after Celeste was found dead in his car. And that's not the only piece of evidence that the PI unearthed. That investigator's name is Steve Fisher, and he joins me now live. Steve, welcome back to the program. How certain are you that this video of the car driving away from David's mansion is the last time it drove and ended up at the spot where it was abandoned, likely with that body inside?
I'm certain. Listen, I can't say 100% because there's not a camera trained on that Tesla once it's parked. Continuously that I've seen. I mean, there likely is a camera, but I've seen the car driven to that spot, and with the dates, with the date that it was, and they left town right after that. I'm certain that is the last time the car was driven. It was put there with her, in the front trunk.
And
he's saying they left town, so y'all really know who this person is already.
There's one weird detail about what you could, well, there's a lot of weird details, and I'm going to get to what you saw through the driver's side window in a second, but there was an air freshener that was found in the car at this point that we see on our screen where it was abandoned. Was that air freshener also hanging from the rear view mirror when it drove off from David's house?
It wasn't, but the window was half to 3/4 of the way down, which is odd because it was a very short drive, and also at that on that day, this is the very end of July 29th. It was like 78 degrees at that time in the morning, or 77 degrees, and if it was on the street where the house is, so it's shaded by the house. So, if you're going, I don't know why the window would be rolled down unless there's something, offensive there. And then all of a sudden, one of the first things I picked up on when the news first broke about her being found in there, they were towing the car away from the impound lot to LAPD was, why on a $104,000 car is there a Christmas tree air freshener hanging from the from the mirror?
Because they're trying to mask the smell of the decomposing bills, Naughty, like you said. Now we're starting to get stuff together. I think that they know who this person is because it's something more. I pay attention to words. He says they parked the car and left town. Who left town? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to keep on going. What we got over here? Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Liberty's going. Liberty laughing. Casey, I need it bad. What's that? Samantha Stevens, paranoid. What y'all talking about? There is an easy way to legally get I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're going to keep on moving forward right now. Bring me up to date on what you guys are laughing about so I can laugh too. It seems like you guys are having a ball in those comments. Do me a favor. All right, Preppy, we got this Preppy high school kid that's been accused of KI-illing someone. Student asked the judge for more time to get him some more counsel.
And how's the pool doing? All right over there? Everybody's good?
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Durso for the State of
Mr.
Connecticut.
Durso?
We have line 4 on the regular docket, Roll Valley.
Valley coming up. Morning, sir. Mr. Durso?
Your Honor, my understanding through Mr. LaPierre is that this individual needs time to hire a private lawyer.
Mr. Valley?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
So,
You just got to keep your voice up so I could hear you.
yeah, I'm requesting more time, please, to seek counsel. Financially, my family took a big toll with the last court proceedings and stuff, so I need more time to find counsel.
Have you or your family been searching for an attorney, sir?
Yes, extensively, yes.
All right. So here's how it works in criminal court here. You can hire your own private attorney, and I understand you just said that. You can also apply for the services of a public defender, or you can represent yourself. Those are the three choices anyone like you in criminal court would have. Of course, we always recommend that when you have pending criminal charges that you don't represent yourself, but that's entirely your choice. What I can do is I can give you some time, like anyone would get, and I'm looking now. Monday, November 17. Do you know if that's a good date for you, sir?
Is there any way I can get more time, please?
Right now, I'm satisfied with that timeline, November 17th, a Monday. Are you available on Mondays?
Yes.
So November 17th will be your next court date with or without an attorney. If you don't have one by then, you still have to appear. All right, but if you do hire an attorney between now and then, that attorney will know to file an appearance.
Yeah, well, he gave him up to the 18th, y'all. This is the preppy right here. I don't want to say the word, the preppy iller. He's out. Somebody lost their lives, and he's trying to ask for a lawyer. Lucky he got a little bit of time left. He's trying to really squeeze the rag out. Can I get more time, Judge? Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. I feel comfortable with what I've already given you. Make it happen, Captain. And the next time you come, if you ain't got no lawyer, what I'm really trying to say is one will be given to you. Keep on moving forward to California, to USC, as we got this cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs grad student who thought it was smart to be de-rugging people and real-naping them. That's why they got him, and he had many victims that came up and told on his behind. I hope he really just get locked up and they don't let him out. Go ahead, put him in the car. Y'all know how it be. Get up in the car. They be like, watch your head. He in there like this, looking like a fool. That's what we need. We need more people that go against children and more real snapers getting locked up and give them a whole lot of time. And also, let's bring in the wood chipper for certain situations. I might be going a little harsh, but yeah. This fool here is crazy.
Breaking news, the LAPD is announcing the arrest of a suspect who's accused of sexually assaulting multiple victims. Investigators believe that suspect may be responsible for even more crimes.
And they are asking the public to help identify more victims. KTLA's Kimberly Chang is live in downtown LA with more on this breaking story. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, LAPD officials just wrapped up a news conference here at the downtown headquarters. They did announce that they have arrested a USC international student. Take a look. They released his photo earlier this morning and identified him as 30-year-old Shijie Wang, a graduate student at USC. They say he was arrested August 28th. Now, police say that there were multiple sexual assault victims between 2021 and 2025. Wang is accused of using drugs to cause victims to be unaware of their surroundings, and that's when police say he sexually assaulted them. Now, he is facing 8 felony counts, including rape. They wouldn't give details about the victims or say whether or not they were students, but LAPD did confirm that they started this investigation after receiving a tip in January from German authorities. They wouldn't elaborate what the connection is, but did say that the suspect, who is a Chinese national, has traveled to Germany before. Now, after his arrest in LA, Robbery Homicide Division served search warrants in the University Park area, and it's believed that he stayed there but may have had another place where he was living. Here's more from that news conference this morning. Take a listen.
Links to activity that the German police became aware of. They shared it with our authorities here, and our individuals here, both in the FBI and in our Robbery Homicide Division, picked up the case at that point. We're not looking at this individual for drug trafficking. We're looking at him facilitating these sexual assaults by means of utilizing intoxicating substances and drugs.
Jesus Christ. How you gonna do that in the comments talking about me Chinese, me play joke, got everybody laughing? Y'all shouldn't do that. Come on now, y'all shouldn't do that. Let's get on over to New York where this man has been accused of R-wording 5 women in Queens back in the 90s. Tell me if you think he looked like he did this, y'all, because he look a little suspect as they bring him out the precinct. The same R-word, this is that little section that we got going on over here. I guess we was able to put it all together, and that's how it just landed. So let's go.
Do this! They do none of this! Michael Benjamin strongly denying accusations that he is a serial rapist. Prosecutors say in the early 1990s.
Exactly how it happens. Yeah, you could say something on the way to the car. I didn't do this, man. This shit wasn't me, man. But you still got to do this part. Get your head, watch your head. See, but that wasn't that officer didn't really care about his head. Because most little petty crimes and they're locking you up for, they put their hand on top of your head so you don't hit your head on top of the car. Or they put their hand on the top of the car. Right there, they were just like, yo, get your ass up in this car. Hell you talking about? I don't even care. Boop! And now you in there like this. Again, looking like a thunter passing the pizza shop, Chinese restaurant. You better smell hard, buddy, because you ain't gonna smell none of that stuff for the rest of yours. Let's keep on moving forward. I want y'all to see this.
90s when he was in his 20s. He was randomly targeting homes in Queens, climbing in windows and raping women inside in the middle of the night, sometimes at gunpoint. What about the fingerprints? What? I didn't do this. Benjamin is...
She said, what about the fingerprints? He said, what? I didn't do this.
Is a registered level 3 sex offender in New York and was arrested this week in Georgia. So how did prosecutors now link him to rapes 30 years ago? New fingerprint technology and DNA. In 2024, a fingerprint from one of the crime scenes was retested with new technology and a suspect generated. Then investigators got a cup that Benjamin had thrown away and matched his DNA to DNA that had been gathered from a rape victim. Benjamin's attorney said his client denies the charges and questions whether this case can actually be prosecuted.
I think that most of these charges are probably outside the statute of limitations before we even get into the merits of the case. And so I think he stands ready, willing, and able to fight this case.
But Queens prosecutors say they thought of statute of limitations too. In 2005, they indicted a John Doe for 5 rapes using DNA taken from the victims. Herman Walls, a defense attorney and adjunct professor at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, says the strategy of pre-indicting a DNA profile is common in rape cases.
You don't know when you're going to catch this person.
Wow.
So you indict the profile, John Doe under the profile X, Y, and Z. And then someday you can find the person out. And when they started this, they had no idea that they would eventually develop mitochondrial DNA, familial DNA.
Michael Benjamin remains behind bars. He was held without bail at his arraignment.
There you go. There you go. See what the power of science has done? Man, they indicted the DNA profile. Oh, that was genius. He's like, this wasn't me. It wasn't me. But they caught you on the counter. It wasn't me. And they even got your fingerprints. It wasn't me. And yeah, it was you, homeboy. Let's keep on moving forward because now we got another inmate that's been pow-powed in New York in the prison transport van. Yes, how are you getting inside of a prison transport van and you pow-pow somebody else? Where'd you get the pow-pow from? I'll let you guys see it for yourself. Check this out. This is pretty crazy right here. I told you we got a locked and loaded going on today.
Suspected gun smuggler Louis Soto walked into Mount Vernon court Friday night under heavy security.
He hid the gun in a very special place, if you know what I mean.
Only Pix 11 was there for his second trip in front of Judge Tamika Cloverdale in 24 hours.
He does pose an extreme flight risk.
Thursday, the same judge ordered him to the county lockup for child sex abuse charges. Soto was then handcuffed and loaded into this prisoner transport van with 4 other prisoners by Mount Vernon police officers. Remarkably, sources say Soto managed to stash a .22 caliber revolver in his buttocks the entire time, and while en route to jail, allegedly shot a fellow prisoner in the leg.
The officers reported hearing a single gunshot from the rear of the van. The officers immediately returned to police headquarters where additional
No. Where did he hide the gun? Where?
They shot a fellow prisoner in the leg. To stash a Remarkably, sources say Soto managed to stash a .22 caliber revolver in his buttocks the entire time, and while en route to jail, allegedly shot a fellow prisoner in the leg.
The officers reported hearing a single gunshot from the rear of the van. The officers immediately returned to police headquarters where...
Coincidentally, they heard shots from the rear of the van.
Additional department personnel assisted in safely offloading the prisoners.
The Mount Vernon Police Department in Westchester County launching a joint investigation into how Soto slipped the gun past so many layers of security since his arrest October 15th. Sources say it's possible he had it hidden on him in the courtroom too.
So all the times they never patted him down, that weight was still on him. That's unresponsible, unacceptable.
Outrage from the community as the department overhauls its search protocol for all inmates again.
The use of the department's magnetometer handheld wand is now mandatory for all new prisoner processings. The use of it was optional previously.
The 2 officers directly involved have been put on desk duty, while the 32-year-old Bronx man said nothing as he was remanded to jail once more on the gun charges.
Based upon these charges and also what occurred yesterday, as such, he is going to be remanded.
It's unclear if the shooting was intentional or accidental, The victim is still in the hospital recovering, and Soto has been ordered to stay away from him until his next court date.
Got the LGBTQ gangster stashing guns in his booty. Got the little deuce in your butt, huh? Deuce. They don't put it in their boot anymore. The LGBTQ gangsters, they put them up their bum. They putting 22s up their bums. Oh my God. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. I don't gotta make this stuff up. It just comes to us, you guys. We just gotta source it and put it together. Y'all appreciate the content, double tap that screen. We're trying to get up to 60,000 members, 60,000 subscribers. We really would appreciate that because we're right there. And then we're gonna go to 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. We working over here. I'm working over here. That was crazy, wasn't it, y'all? Oh boy, let's go. Let's get on over to, where are we going right now? Let's go over to Chris Hansen, where he confronts a transgender illegal migrant who committed S crimes against young children. Wood chipper. Also, the excuse for what he did is the little boys had money. Oh, I'm talking about mental issues here on top of mental issues here. Yes, everything I said is true. I did not make this up. Chris Hansen, let's go.
Chris Hansen did a ride along and caught a wild one, a trans illegal. Meet Deanna Devon Richardson. He allegedly sexually assaulted 2 young boys while he was babysitting. Hansen nabbed him getting a pumpkin spice at Starbucks.
Do you know why they decided to pick you up today?
I don't know. I was on my way to an appointment.
Right.
For a new apartment. And they jumped out of nowhere. I wasn't even paying attention. I was on my way to get the Starbucks.
Deanna says the sexual assault was no problemo because the family had mucho dinero.
When you're a black individual with a mental disability living in a town that's racist, things happen.
What impact do you think that sexual assault had on those 2 15-year-old boys?
Nothing. They were rich.
Wow. Instead of taking accountability, he turned the tables on Hansen and pulled the potatoes. Wouldn't answer any follow-ups.
Hopefully you get a better conscience and pick a different topic. How about coming and ask me about my dogs? What have you been doing for the last
How about not
47
sexually assaulting 15-year-old kids?
I
How about that? Well, you did.
32 years ago, sir.
All right.
Are you missing that part?
I appreciate you talking.
Oh, now you want to leave because I'm giving you advice?
Take down host Chris Hansen. What a sick, I was going to say woman. What a sick guy.
First of all, it wasn't 32 years ago. It was 20 years ago when Deanna was Devon living in Maryland and was convicted of sexually assaulting 2 teen boys he was babysitting. Convicted, does time, has some other trouble with the law, transitions into his other identity, his current identity, and is living in San Diego, according to authorities, without registering as a sex offender.
Oh yeah, y'all do your boy. I'm telling you, I'll be finding this stuff for y'all. And this is relevant, up-to-date crap that's going on. We could literally make a movie out of it if we wanted to. All we gotta do is pick certain sections and build out on the stories. It's crazy, y'all. Double tap that screen and get those likes up to let everybody know what we got going on over here. Ain't nobody showing no videos like that. Oh, we can watch them ourselves. We can go. Yeah, all right, let me see if your timeline is anything like mine. We've been doing this for over 365. That's right, y'all, 366 today. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. How was the train? I don't know. How's the train station in New York? About to go up to $3. Lady lost her life, got set on fire, tragically lost her life. People keep on getting pushed on the tracks. Situations where the train's going up and the fare's going up like crazy. Oh, forgot to tell you about what happened yesterday. How safe is the train? I'll tell you. A woman just got a GUN put to her head and robbed in Manhattan. It's getting close, y'all. It's getting close. When I say it's getting close, yeah, I'm not too far from Manhattan.
The victim was on his way to work when he saw a quality of life issue. He tried to speak up about it, but that's when things took a violent turn.
Told me my back, he got a big smile.
A normal morning commute was anything but normal as a Brooklyn-bound D train pulled into West 4th Street. An argument escalated to a stabbing. We spoke with the 51-year-old victim by phone. He says it started when he allegedly tried to stop a man from doing drugs on the train.
He was rolling up K2. And he was getting ready to write, and I asked him, I said, yo, bro, please don't write that.
The victim says he thought it was over, but that's when a second man who was also allegedly doing drugs on the train became irate and got into a fight with the victim. At one point, the man pulled out a knife and stabbed the victim in the back.
And as I was falling, I think that's when he kind of like got over me, and I think he stabbed me in my back. And then we both fell.
His attacker got up and took off. This comes after a violent week underground, with several incidents happening. A man assaulted near the East Broadway station, and police are searching for this man, who allegedly robbed a woman on the B&C line on West 86th Street. Surveillance images show the suspect wanted for putting a gun to the woman's head. Despite these recent incidents, NYPD statistics show overall transit crime is trending down.
Okay, this is the point that when I first saw this story yesterday, I said two things, and I said it straight up. I think this is a lie, and these are false numbers. Let me say that again. I think this is a lie, and I will take that. I'm not saying allegedly. I'm going to eat that. I think this is a lie, and you guys are making up these numbers because you're not even in a train station to take the cases of the people that just want to go to the hospital, that's scared to be out of there. There's no police in the train station. You're lying. How are you going to be able to gauge anything when you're not even getting the reports or interacting with the people? People keep getting stills nabbed. People keep getting robbed. But y'all keep on saying, oh, we put 250 more police in the train station. You ready how that go? This is where they put them, y'all. West 4th, 14th Street, 34th, 42nd Street, 59th. That's a lot right there, because now you got to think east to west. Okay, different train lines. That's that 250 right there. Hardly get any of those up on 125th Street, 135th Street, where it's real shaky in that train station. 138th Street by the Willis Avenue Bridge. You ever see any police over there? Okay, I'm talking about the little intern areas with small and not that much traffic. That's where it really go down at. Y'all have no idea. I'm telling you, it's so green. Oh my God. Go down to that 138th Street train station by yourself one night. See what's going down. Be going down in the DM for real over there. Let's go on over to Florida. Matter of fact, let's finish this.
But year-to-date, felony assaults are slightly up about 1.8% compared to the same time last year. The victim is expected to be okay, but police need your help finding his attacker.
Of course.
If you have any information on this, call Crime Stoppers. The number's right there. It's 800-577-TIPS.
So now 577-TIPS, they need to be paying people. I know they do pay you. I mean, I know they got a crazy fund over there, but for all of the crimes that everybody got to call in for, that you always refer to, the police need your help. If anybody saw anything, how about patrol the streets so there would be nothing to see or less shit to see? It's after the 3-minute mark. I can curse. How about get an actual patrol car going through the neighborhoods and let the criminals see your car driving through there? So they say, hey, maybe we shouldn't do any crimes. Because in the neighborhoods now, Wild Wild West, the Wild Wild West, they be popping off, jumping off. Even if you call them, they're going to be like, yeah, we be there. And you be bleeding out somewhere. Ambulance get there before they do. I'm telling you, then when they get there, running around like Keystone cops, putting the wrong people against the wall. Hey, what happened over here? Looking at you all suspect. Nigga, I'm about to go to work. What you looking at me for? Keep on moving forward, y'all. Double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content that y'all getting. Let's get on to Florida. Unbelievable act what this mother did. Wood chipper, hot oil / roof tar. Yeah, roof tar. No wood chipper on this one, guys. No wood chipper, Casey. We going for roof tar on this mother right here. I can't even say what she did. That's how bad it is. I cannot tell you what this mother in Florida did to her own daughter.
Grade 6, and mother sits behind bars here at the Pinellas County Jail this evening, facing a pretty unthinkable crime. 41 counts here total. All these charges related to child pornography, including capital sexual battery. All of them involving her 11-year-old daughter, her own daughter. For that reason, we are not showing or naming the woman, but we were there as she made her first appearance in court today. And we want to warn you, details of this case are extremely disturbing, and they may not be suitable for younger viewers. Fox 13's Kaylee Tracy was in the courtroom when the charges were read, some of which are punishable by death.
A warning, the details of this case are graphic and frankly disturbing. The child's father, the husband of the suspect, he was in the courtroom today, visibly upset. Sheriff Bob Gualtieri says he didn't know anything about it, but the sheriff says that these crimes, child pornography crimes, are unfortunately all too common.
These cases are the worst cases of child abuse.
Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Gualtieri detailed a disturbing child pornography case Tuesday. A Lelleman mother is charged with 41 counts involving her 11-year-old daughter.
The mother created at least 14 videos of her 11-year-old daughter posing at the mother's direction and engaging in various sex acts,
including on the mother, the sheriff says. Sheriff Gualtieri says they got information Friday about a 38-year-old man watching child pornography and meeting with young children to engage in sexual activity. They traced the child pornography back to the mother, who is not being identified, in order to protect her daughter's identity.
but equally at fault are the consumers of this crap, and that's what it is.
Sheriff Gualtieri says the mother admitted to forcing her 11-year-old to perform sex acts and to sending them to the 38-year-old. She barely showed any emotion in court Tuesday. The sheriff says the child pornography problem is out of control in the U.S. Since January, deputies have booked 84 people into jail in Pinellas on 900 charges of possessing or distributing child pornography.
We're going to do everything we can to curtail it, because it's something we'll never stop, but it's ruining kids' lives.
The sheriff says they're adding more resources to investigate child pornography crimes. The judge Tuesday ordered the mother not to have contact with the victim. Another judge will be hearing the issue of bond at a later date, but some of the charges don't even qualify for bond. The husband and an older man and woman who were in the courtroom as well, sitting with the husband, they spoke with the prosecutor before and after that first appearance today, and the sheriff says they're still investigating to see if the mother sent those videos to anyone else, and they're also looking at the payments for those videos. The sheriff says the family and the victim have victim advocates working with them. The Florida Department of Children and Families is involved as well. Reporting.
Oh my God, Pinellas County, you guys got to do better out there. We got to pray for the prior one, and we have to pray for the R words that were going before this. And Lord, please protect our children, because as you can see, there are so many criminals out here and so many predators that we need your help, Lord. Please to take over and look over our children as well as we can do ourselves. We ask that in Jesus' name. Amen. Oh boy, what's going on with the kids? Like, oh man. Then you got the transgender dude doing some stupid stuff, talking about, oh, they had money, and they mental, all of them. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, trans people, they're mental. You don't know what the hell you are, you got a problem, and I'm scared of them. I do 400 push-ups every day. That's a man, straight up and down. I'd be like, yeah, it'd be like, I do not play with them. Nope, I'll be on little dating apps and stuff like that. I see one of them, I'm out of there. Don't even be disrespectful. Motherfucker might catch you in the street somewhere and be better than you with the hands. I'm telling you. Because you know when they get mad, the guy come out. They're like, hey, how you doing? And and then when they start getting mad, yeah, so what's up? You be like, oh, yo. Yeah, you know I'm a man, right? Next thing you know, yeah, you're fighting a man with a suit on, and get busy with you too. Might be nice with his hands. I'm good. I have a phobia, just to let you guys know. I'm scared of them. Always have been. Anytime I see a man dressed up like that, I'm scared to death of you. Ain't got to worry about being gay or possibly messing with a transgender. I'm scared to death of you. Out of there. Nope, gone. See ya, and I wouldn't want to be you. Let's get on over to where we going, California, because Los Angeles has been declared a state of emergency over federal immigration raids. Big old back, strong biceps, got the nerve to have on a string bikini shirt or something like that. Man, listen, you good. I ain't, nope, I'm straight. You got it. Yeah, but no, thank you. Have a fantastic day. Don't be mean to them or nothing. Just get up out of there and be safe, because you never know what them crazy motherfuckers going to try to do to you. I ain't playing. I'm serious about that. I'm not playing. I don't mess around with them.
Emergency declared in LA County in response to the federal immigration raid still happening today. County supervisors say the declaration can provide funds for families impacted, but many still have questions about the specifics.
KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos joins us live from downtown LA with details. Annie Rose.
Chair Micah, officials voting here yesterday in order to declare that state of emergency for all of LA County. They say it'll help those who are struggling with those ongoing immigration raids. But what it is also doing is creating questions and concerns on behalf of some. So we wanted to go directly to one of those officials who has been pushing all of this forward.
So what does today's action do, County Council?
It proclaims an emergency.
So today's action really doesn't change anything tomorrow?
Correct. There is a declared emergency now.
Questions surrounding the new state of emergency in LA County, declared Tuesday to assist those suffering from the ongoing federal immigration raids.
But this is the first time that I can remember that we're confronting a crisis engineered by our own federal government.
In late August, there were more than 5,000 arrests in Los Angeles as part of the immigration crackdown. Supervisors Janice Hahn and Lindsay Horvath authoring this proclamation.
Aye.
Supervisor Horvath? Aye.
And so this is an opportunity for us to make county move faster.
The board approving the declaration in a 4-1 vote. Supervisor Catherine Barger, the sole opponent.
Because everyone's testifying over eviction moratorium, does the motion before us today do that? Can someone for the record state that it does?
No, this is not. The board is.
You sound like a man, no disrespect. Came on there sounding like Barry White. Anybody can object to the situation that's going on at hand. Da, 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 da. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got another topic we got to get into with this murder suspect right here. Woo! Tries to flee and go to Germany ahead of trial. Should have took the deal that they was trying to give him. Almost took 4 years, but now instead, yeah. I don't know if that was a man or not, but I'm out.
A year since a young man was shot and killed in Flagstaff.
His friend was accused of the crime, but now we've learned the suspect missed his latest court hearing because he's out of the country. Fox 10's Lindsay Regis heard from the victim's father today. She joins us live with more. Lindsay.
John and Christina, the suspect is believed to be in Germany. Now, this is causing a lot of frustration for the victim's father, who we spoke with in an exclusive interview.
I was kind of disbelief. I hope they get him.
21-year-old Dylan Carter was found shot to death inside his Flagstaff bedroom on October 13th, 2024.
So we're kind of like wondering how did it happen? Why did it happen?
1 year later, Carter's father, LaFonso Rochelle Carter, says his questions remain unanswered.
Oh, my son and everything. It was like my best friend, my buddy. You know, that's my son. That's all I have in this world.
Prosecutors charged Carter's friend, 20-year-old Philip Green, with 1 count of manslaughter. Green claimed the shooting was accidental and was released on bond.
For him to post bond, you know, that was kind of like a slap in our face. I mean, if you kill somebody, you should go to jail. Especially the way my son was killed.
But recently, Flagstaff police confirmed Green fled to Frankfurt, Germany. During a scheduled hearing on October 7th for the upcoming trial, police and a Coconino County prosecutor informed the judge that Green had reportedly taken off.
You know, Philip, he was supposed to take a plea deal roughly between 4 and 10 years. He opted out on that. And so now we're going to go to trial. That starts in February.
While waiting for justice, Rochelle Carter is now making a public plea for Green to return to face trial.
Yeah. I would, yeah. He need to go ahead and face the music, because you shouldn't have did what you did in the first place. There you go. Real talk. We got this fool right here. He's about to get sentenced for, he gets sentenced to life in prison for the same thing with his wife. What he did, I want to say the words, I'm going to let them say it.
He is upset that he's losing control
and he wants to get revenge.
A man spending the rest of his life in prison for killing his wife in front of his 2 children. That murder happened only hours after a family court hearing his wife won.
That's the last
Thanks for
one.
joining us at 5. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. 8 News Now, the only TV camera in the courtroom. Reporter Joshua Piguero was there as prosecutors praised the man's 14-year-old stepdaughter for helping stop further
That's why I
bloodshed.
wanted you to see it, because of that.
A man was sentenced to life without parole for killing his wife in front of his 2 kids, but it was emotional testimony given by one of his stepdaughters that really pushed the courtroom to tears.
I had to protect what I had left. So I grabbed the knife from the ground and I was planning to kill him.
That's 17-year-old Miriam Martinez speaking before Judge Michelle Levitt on Wednesday. To Martinez's right, her stepfather, 40-year-old Riodan Mendoza, the man who prosecutors say killed her mom, Mariorki Tamayo Cruz.
I'm not a tall person, nor was I strong. I was a 14-year-old girl just trying to defend myself and my family.
The shooting happened here near Jones and Flamingo Road on August 17th of 2023. Prosecutors say Mendoza and Tamayo Cruz had a family court hearing in the morning. A judge awarded her their house and custody of the 2 children. But Mendoza wasn't happy with the outcome, and later that evening, he went to Tamayo Cruz's mother's apartment where several family members were staying.
There's really nothing that can put you in that moment, right? To feel the terror and the horror that's going on in the apartment complex when the defendant decided that he's going to execute his wife in front of his child and his stepdaughter.
Prosecutors in court played the 911 call Tamayo Cruz made in the bedroom, fearing for her life as Mendoza barged in with his gun drawn.
I need the street address, please. It's burning.
Through an interpreter, Mendoza apologized in court for the killing.
I never went there with intentions to harm anyone.
Whatever the intention was, a woman was murdered and a family shattered.
I have a lot of pain in my heart.
With Riodan Mendoza spending the rest of his life in prison, the victim's family say this is a reminder that when there's domestic violence in a relationship, to report it to police immediately. Reporting at the Regional Justice Center, Joshua Piguero.
Oh man, that was the last one on that topic right there, you guys. I had enough of people getting powed, and it's like every day. It's like, and I try. Let's see what's going on in San Francisco. Let's see what's going there. Lead story, man does this. Another lead story, kid does this. And it's the one that's, we do lead stories all the time because it's trending. So I had enough of that. We're going to go do something else right now. We're going to get on over to Philadelphia where the police say this viral video is being used in the case of a woman's disappearance. Let's try to find some people. Let's try to help somebody right now, because that right there, I had enough. Yes, I had enough. Police say this video hopefully is going to help find somebody. So let's see if we can all pinpoint this person.
Good evening, Jackie. Police say this video is very important. Now, what the district attorney's office is trying to prove is that there is a pattern of violence in King's behavior. A viral video circulating on social media is giving us a new look at the man accused of kidnapping 23-year-old Kata Scott, who has now been missing for nearly 2 weeks. The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office confirms the cell phone video shows 21-year-old Keon King outside the home of a woman he's accused of kidnapping and assaulting earlier this year.
What we're seeing and what we continue to see is a clear pattern of violence of this type of behavior.
Investigators say the woman who recorded the video is heard warning someone inside the home to call police while pleading with King to leave. King, dressed in a black hooded jacket, is seen hopping the backyard fence, then peering into the home through a window. Officials say he attempted to get inside multiple times. According to investigators, this video was recorded about an hour before that woman was kidnapped.
Ultimately, when the complaining witness and eyewitness on that case stepped out of the property later that day is when the kidnapping occurred, and he grabbed the victim, put her in the car, and drove away and assaulted her.
Prosecutors also say children were present during the incident.
There were definitely children in the house when that happened, and the information we have is also that his 2-year-old was in the car when the kidnapping occurred.
The original kidnapping charge was withdrawn in May when the victim didn't appear in court, but following the investigation into Kata Scott's disappearance, those charges have now been refiled. Scott disappeared on October 4th. On Tuesday, King turned himself in. The next day, police canvassed an abandoned school in Germantown, recovering evidence now linked to Scott. Just hours later, King's car was found abandoned at an apartment complex in East Falls. That car is now considered a critical piece of evidence in the investigation into her disappearance.
Ooh, I swear, oh man, I don't know about these relationships and stuff that be making people just go loco. Crimes of the heart, all sorts of things that people just can't balance. They're like, I'm just gonna go nuts with it. And youth and wrong upbringing, and sometimes it gets you to a point that you can't just handle, because everybody has their breaking point. I am not making an excuse for anything like that. But it's just everybody has their own situations and their own breaking points and their own crazy stuff going on. Me, I don't think I'm going to be messing around with nobody right now, because there's too many crazy people out here. Now I don't think I want to get stills knocked or mess with. I'm good, y'all. And like I said, we're going to stay up off of those stories right there for right now. I had enough with that right there. I had enough with that. That's enough. Let's go and get on to some craziness going on. Let's get to this Target 12. Hidden dangers. Animal high. That's what's happening. It's wild. Literally. You know, people out here using animal tranquilizers to get people. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, they putting anything inside of this stuff nowadays. They putting all sorts of stuff inside of this. Y'all got to be real careful. If anybody indulges, I'm not trying to say, talk about anybody bad, but if you indulge in anything, you might want to pay attention to this story. Check this out.
Looking ahead to a Target 12 investigators exclusive, Hidden Dangers.
State health officials confronting a new threat in the world of illicit street drugs. Target 12 investigator Alexandra Leslie is here now with a preview.
For about a decade, a veterinary sedative called xylazine has been appearing in the illicit drug supply.
A veterinary sedative. She said it pretty fast. A veterinary sedative.
In the world of illicit street drugs. Target 12 investigator Alexandra Leslie is here now with a preview.
For about a decade, a veterinary sedative called xylazine has been appearing in the illicit drug supply in the U.S. And more recently, another powerful veterinary tranquilizer has also been detected. Last year, the CDC tracked a surge of overdoses in Chicago involving the tranquilizer called medetomidine mixed with opioids. Medical experts and overdose prevention professionals agree street drugs are always evolving.
What we see in the drug supply is really concerning.
I think that people who are manufacturing the drugs are trying to get the closest effect to an opioid as possible.
Tonight in our exclusive investigation, we'll tell you what experts believe could be behind the rise in these sedatives appearing in the illicit drug supply and concerns with how they respond to the overdose reversal medicine Narcan. That's all coming up in our Target 12 exclusive Hidden Dangers that airs tonight on 12 News at 5 and on the free 12 Plus TV app.
So yes, check it out, News 12, Target Investigators. You see what that's about. I need you guys, anybody that mess around or indulge or know anybody that does, you might want to know about that, because that naloxone thing, the monoxynol or whatever they give you, what is it called? I forgot what it does. It basically helps out and makes you not get a heart attack so you can live. It doesn't work against those veterinary drugs. So that's pretty crazy. Then they got to diagnose and see what you have before they know how to treat it. Sad situation right there, y'all. Do your boy a favor. Double tap that screen and get those likes up to let everybody know that we over here right now. We still gonna keep it moving because we got this secret. I'm glad you guys stayed here. I'm glad you stayed, and because you stayed, I'm gonna let you guys get the secret of how to stay old, how to get old. That's right. We got a 101 old lady who still goes on to work 6 days a week, and she shares her life advice. This is the person that I want to hear from. How are you living this long? How are you staying above ground in New York of all places? Well, yeah, if you can do that in here and make it here, I do believe that she can make it anywhere at 101.
You can find Ann Angeletti on the move. Buzzing around the Diamond District.
Everything good?
Okay. She's still bargaining.
Make it a better price, Benjamin.
I love you. You always ask for a better price.
And she's always looking out for her customers.
Make it straight.
Ann is no stranger to hard work. As a child, she left school to help out at her family grocery store in Brooklyn. Her dad sold ice door to door in a horse-drawn cart. This was before refrigeration was even invented.
Don't forget, I'm 100.
101 to be exact, but who's counting? This is a lady who was 80 20 years ago and continues to run her own business, Curiosity Jewelry in Cresskill, with her daughter and granddaughter.
If I retire, I would die. So I cannot stay home.
United States troops are on the move.
She hasn't stayed home since her husband went off to fight in World War II and rolled up her sleeves and went to work at the Navy Yard, then as a waitress. But she always had a passion for fashion.
How many days a week do you come to work?
6. My store is open 5 days. And Monday, I go into the city.
So we asked the secret to her success. Rule number 1, self-care.
Number 1.
Must get up.
You must get up.
You must shower.
You must shower,
eat.
funky butts. You must eat.
You must take care of yourself.
Take care
And
of yourself.
don't forget to find your happiness.
If you don't like what you're doing, then change.
The centenarian says always focus on building relationships first.
See, I don't care if my customers don't buy. They come in, we have coffee.
And clearly her business associates enjoy her too.
You are the biggest inspiration for me myself.
That love for what she does keeps her going, one foot in front of the other.
Make the most of that day.
She's one tough cookie.
I'm happy working every day.
In Cresskill, Nina Pineda, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Can you guys believe that? I'm going to tell you, and I know a lot of people say it to her, she does not look 101 years old. Y'all know that. Y'all know she don't look 101. What y'all got for me in the comments? Take a bath and soak every now and then. Wash your ass is what she trying to say. Wash your ass. She looks great for 100. Block Buck Short. What Buck Short did? Hey, mods over here. Any mods up in here? See if Buck Short need to be getting taken care of. Everybody else been cool so far. But somebody's saying to block Buckshot, Buck Short, whoever that is. I don't know what's going on with that. What's going on over there, Kendra? How you doing? Love is love. She sure does look good. She was a baddie in her military pic, right? Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that, right? Imagine how the world has changed 100 years. That's the questions that you want to ask her about. What has changed from the time that you were young to now? We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. I don't know. I'm just going to do this right now. Check this out. I want you guys to see something right here. Because, we be going extra sometime. And, I just want you guys to see something. Because you know what? We love animals. Now watch this brave man jump in to save this heron's life. You guys know what a heron is? It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a bird. It's really a bird. This man right here basically jumps in to save this wild heron, and it was pretty cool the way he did it. Check this out, you guys. I want you guys to see this. Brave man jumps in and saves the heron. She's injured. Finally got it. One of them decided to use the net. Hold the wings down.
There you go. this.
Yeah, maybe push it through and then pull it up from the bar.
Is that blood?
No, that's just like okay, you're backing up. So push it out.
Yeah, push it all the way through.
Push it through and pull it.
They had to go all the way with the hook to let it go all the way through.
Okay, go for it. Pull it up.
Yeah, they made it go all the way through.
There you go. No, just push it.
Twist it maybe as it comes through. Can we just try to support the throat area?
Just pull it. I'm pulling pretty hard, man.
It's got, yeah.
He's bleeding. The rescue mission turned into a real challenge, but they refused to give up on the poor Heron.
I was really trying to pull. Go back to the elevator. Well, the thing is, it was really catching the spark hard.
Here, we'll hold the speaker. I won't pull too hard.
This was a test of patience and teamwork, but all the struggle finally paid off.
Oh, nice work.
Oh, Lordy, is this going to be good? Can I get the big release?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. And up. There you go. There you go.
Spread this wing and flew away. See?
Nice work, guys. Nice work.
That was amazing.
You only get one shot to take care of one of God's creatures like that. So when you do get a chance for one of them to step up to you, why not show your love and take care of the animal? Also, do your boy a favor, show some love to the show, because you know we are #1 show on YouTube from the 6 o'clock until hour. You guys already y'all love the show. Do your boy a favor, become a member, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on every single day. Also, y'all trying to make some money. All y'all got to do is hit that link in the description. And today we have up to $550 worth of surveys. You're going to make some money and I'm going to make some money too. All you got to do is fill out a survey. I get a little small part of it. Everybody's happy. Also, you guys have a business. You might be a mobile barber, a detailer. You might, I don't know what you do, landscaping. Whatever you do, we want to help you promote your business, especially if you're already subscribed to the channel. Send over your promos in a 1080 by 1080 size scale, and we're going to put it up in the post notification area so everybody can see your business and what you got going on. Also, you guys know it. I always say it every week, and we're going to keep it going. The Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we doing where, boom, you can make $250 in the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. All you got to do is listen out for the location. Pull up to the location. Show your talent. Win. And boom, you could be the one to make up to $250 at the location. And after we finish and we go all over, all 5 boroughs of New York, that is, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, we're going to have one central location where we bring everybody together where one person is going to be able to make, that's right, you guys, $1,000. Our next location is going to be Brooklyn's in the house. Looking for a location in Brooklyn. Once we get it, all you guys got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page, fill out that post notification area for your email address, and you're going to be updated in all the places that we're going to be doing the Show Your Talent search. That's right, you guys. Show Your Talent search. I am the host, and it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. That's right. You want to be a part of the talent show, all you got to do, go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. How it goes, all you got to do, I'll be in the store. Hey, I got a talent. This is what I do. If you're good, boom, right there on the spot. And you get the borough. It's just that easy. Come on out, you guys. Show up. We're going to give you guys another date. Myself, DJ Don Dada, we're going to be doing our thing. We want to show some love right now. Thank you to Dustin for the $10 super chat. We also had one prior to that. Who was that up there? We want to show some love to. I think that was a membership as a gift. I don't know what it was, but let's show some love to Darren for the $1.99 super chat. We appreciate every single thing. Y'all ain't got to give me jack. So yes, I appreciate $1 super chat, 50 cents if they allow it. Whatever they allow, Bugatti appreciate it. Let me tell you, because money ain't easy to get. And when somebody works and they actually give you money that they can be using for something else, let me tell you guys should appreciate everything that somebody gives you because they're taking money out of their mouth and they're giving it to you. So don't be greedy about how much it is. Be thankful for the gesture. That's right, you guys. That's how we get down over here. Each one teach one, and we take care of each other. That's right, you guys. Also, what do I say every day? Stop worrying about problems so much, because as long as the man upstairs makes us get a chance to wake up, we still got another day to bang at that nail and get it right. Stop worrying so much. I want to give some love right now and pray for liberty and justice. I want to pray for Mark Dorfman. Pray for Batty Lynn in the building. Also want to pray for my brother Casey in the building. Pray for Audiotronics AUP, Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno. Who else wants some prayers and some love over here? We're giving out prayers right now because we love God and we want him to know it. So that's right, you. How we do it? Luigi, give a prayer to my brother Luigi. Batty Lynn, Dustin, Mark Dorfman. Everybody who love him, cross them hands and put them up right now. You ain't got to act like you're gangster. Act like you're too hard. Because if you love him, he going to let you know and he going to have your back too. Every single person under the sound of my voice, we going to say what? Amen. And that's how we do it around these parts, right? Saturday, tomorrow, y'all know what it is, right? Purple Sunday. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. Purple Sunday. I got to come up with another song. I got to load up the deck. I love doing it. I don't mind. It's time to get busy, y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of what? The hottest show between 6 o'clock and until hour. The #1 co-host on YouTube and in the world, and your boy, the host of Our Bottom Line. A year plus, we're going to keep on doing it. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em! Peace. One.